with Jeff Woodward of the Raiders, Donnie Freeman of the Cuse, and it's Colgate to get the game's first possession.
Good opportunities and be able to knock them down when they do.
Orange used the same lineup as they did in the opener, a 4-point win against the Dolphins. Front rim and in on the first shot of the day for a turnover. Jaquan Carlos, the lone man back, and a block is called on him. He had foul trouble in game one.
Yeah, I mean, these
no preseason player of the year in the Patriot League this year for Colgate. That's a rarity. Long range attempt by Nicholas Louis Jacques.
Played these type of roles, haven't played these big in minutes, so I think, you know, as they settle into their roles, they'll be more confident playing out here.
Woodward held his ground against Lampkin, but then a long shot, long rebound, run down by Donnie Freeman, who had a double-double in the season opener a week and a day ago. Lampkin lost the ball over.
When they need a bucket, I think they could go to JJ, and it's good to see him getting going early.
This tightness, the idea of Jalen Cox here, an unforced.
You know, getting into the lane with a floater.
Carlos on a clear out, and his pass intended for Lampkin is kicked. Side uncontested rebound goes Colgate's way.
Yeah, speaking of Carlos, I think he's a guy who just has to be able to keep the defense honest, you know, on both sides. He's obviously a
shooters, though. Sloppy, picked up by Carlos for Starling again. Almost an air ball, and it is out of bounds on its own. Lampkin turns to face. Yeah, they're getting it going. It's the first to the scorer's table for either team. Cox has got it. Freeman posting up the smaller Parker Jones. He's getting a hard time sticking with him. And a nice move by Freeman to get to the rack. Lampkin again at 15 feet. Draws a double. Cross court and Lampkin surrounded by 4 red jerseys. Falls to the deck, couldn't get the ball. Fronting Woodward with Jair Davis, the first sub of the game for Syracuse. Davis had a double-double in the opener against Lemoyne. Good drive to the basket, off 22 and 12 in game one. Chris Bell had a huge game against Colgate last year. His first shot. Davis on the back down against the much smaller Cox. Fouled by Jeff.
Well, Colgate always has great offense, great ball movement, and you see what it ends up.
Lampkin a one-handed board in traffic, just overpowering inside.
And just a great rebound right there by Lampkin, finishing.
Career. Cox with the floater. Lampkin tried to tip it to himself, and it's out of bounds to Syracuse as we head.
Exactly.
Shot clock at 8 for Bell's shot, partially blocked on the perimeter, coming into the hands of Jair Davis. And he ties the
time. Syracuse has to do a better job of moving their feet and keeping guys in front, not letting them get in the paint.
Long range shot here is down the pipe.
Defense and doing anything that he wants to do.
Handoff here to Chandler Baker, maybe their top reserve. Off the bracket, and Davis far side. Colgate ball. Davis, a year ago at Delaware, not a spectacular three-point shooter, 26%. Starter on the floor at the moment, that's J.J. Starling, and a foul line jumper is good for the first points of Elijah Moore's career.
And that's what they have to do, just be aggressive.
From Chandler Baker.
He's a guy who could just get going early and often. He's an excellent three-point shooter.
It's a breakaway for Chapa. Moore elevates. Couldn't get it to go. A little off balance on the counter strike. Cox down. Majstorovic from the corner. He's got it for 3. His first as a collegiate player in the States. Lucas Taylor feeds Lampkin. Woodward has returned. Lampkin's liner doesn't go, but Davis powers it back to the bucket.
Just really like
half. Louis Jacques almost outlasted Lucas Taylor there. Does get the last laugh as the rebound goes out of bounds to.
And you don't see those type of guys anymore. The old school back to the basket type centers.
Lampkin behind the back, ahead to Starling, who can't finish.
The 7-foot freshman coming in, not getting a lot of playing time, that they would see that and go right into Lampkin.
Oh, what a pass. No look. Davis to Lampkin for the jam.
Hey, Davis showing. Job by Taylor right there, pushing him off that curl.
Louis Jacques directing traffic, now on the go to the baseline. Carlesimo, quick trigger. He buries it from the corner. Good cut off the ball. And an easy layup for Chandler Baker. Another missed assignment. Baker matches the season high with 9.
Yeah, another miss.
Well, good find for Lampkin. Maybe a little too deep. And Taylor. Colgate with an extra pass and rattling it down. Chandler Baker, first to double figures in the game.
Well, if you're going to leave anyone and just, you know, how he has his guys prepared and how they execute on offense and defense, he's just a heck of a coach.
Stymied by the backboard. We'll see if the Orange
find ways to get yourself going.
Carlos, 4-on-5 at the moment. In the lane. Jaquan Carlos couldn't get the bounce. Stepping back, Cox for three. And over the back is Jones in the rebounding action. Carlos off the handoff from Lampkin to Freeman. Not there, and it's a scoring drought going into the break. Chris Bell, though, yet to get in the scorebook. On the back door, trying to get Bell going. Yes, sir, with the dunk. A little more like on the bench. Jalen Cox has played a great game so far, and Carlos equal to the task at the rim this time. Cox, so now they each have two. On the drive, Cummins to Jones. Jones now and almost gave up two right away. Orange fortunate that rolls off. Lampkin came down awkwardly. Woodward turns to face, and it's knocked out of bounds. He had 7 in the first half. Good take by Bell. Didn't finish. Louis blue on the left and orange on the right. Tough take right into the chest of Woodward, and Lampkin powers it. It's performance. Jalen Cox off the rim. Woodward this time against Lampkin. Still can't ring the bell.
On the other end.
Horn set. Lampkin breathing a little heavy, it looks like. And the
success, I think this Syracuse team, they need Eddie Lampkin out on the floor. He's a guy who could pass, he could score, and he's showing what he could do tonight.
Tough bucket there for rake it down with Cummins to get it out. 3-on-3 the other way. Cox against Carlos. Makes it look easy. First points of the half for Jalen Cox. Brick from Starling. See if Colgate can cut into the deficit here. Jones. 2 early fouls, no fouls yet this half. Starling on a little runner gets to 10 points.
Or that. Just to put your head down in it.
Peter Majstorovic, just a brief run in the first half. Back into the game. Quick ball movement here. And Peter a floater in the second half run here. Low and left for Woodward. 5 on the timer against Jair Davis. Oh, muscles his way to the goal. Long range shot for Jalen Cox. He's been impressive. 11 points for Cox. It's got a very difficult pre-conference schedule as well. Up next for them at NC State. They play Kentucky on the road later this year too. A deflected pass out of bounds. It'll stay with the Q.
On the defensive side, and he just gets ready to play again.
Goes out to defend Cummins, who gets around and into the lane. Finding he could be a factor in the Patriot League this year. Good discard. Open look. Missed this time by Baker and put back in. First points tonight for Sam Wright. Colgate can take the lead. Baker. Around the rim and off and boarded by Bell.
For jump shots. Be aggressive, put your head down, get to the rim. When they do it, it seems to work out for them.
Colgate's missed a bunch of layups. Staff, the only one of his college career.
Just stagnant right now offensively. Everybody's standing around.
More off the cross-court action, and Davis impeded on his way to the Raiders along with Sam Wright. Bell from the elbow. Davis having to win their conference tournament. Typically finished on Cotterill Court. Bell on the drive.
A little bit more out of him. You know, just be a little bit more aggressive. We know you can shoot the ball, but it's okay to show a little bit of. Tell you what, Chopper Moore has to be careful going under that on Baker. He's going to knock that down next time. Now, this is where you get up. This is where you get up. You get up and you put a little bit more pressure defensively. The crowd's trying to get behind you. They're trying to give you some energy. On those curls, coming off the handoffs, you see guys 2-3 steps behind. They're going to have an open shot every single time.
Bell from a standstill. And Colgate a chance to cut the lead in half. They'll cut it to 2/3 here with the offense going. Lampkin to Moore. Again at the end of the shot clock. He's done that twice. He's on the floor. Woodward on the repost. Strong against Lampkin. Moore off the bracket for Parker Jones. Again, the Orange don't get back. Got it. Lampkin given some space. Spins into Woodward and gets it to go. Second dome game. Colgate fans, you can hear, want Cox to go to the bucket, and he obliges. Jalen Cox fakes the handoff to go in against Woodward again. And Orange use deflected pass. Can Louis Jacques save it? He cannot.
Putting his shoulder down in his chest and finishing at the rim like you saw there.
Little bump on the drive by around the rim and a missed opportunity there. It's still a 3-point game. Lampkin to a cutting Bell. In traffic. Chris Bell with the deuce. Louis Jacques leads it the other way. Bell had him lined up, but it's a foul. Score the goal. Bell just grabbed the rim. Colgate fans all around the nation smelling another. Here's where that question, who's the go-to man? Starling nearly turned it over. Not everybody heard the whistle. Foul is up. That's been a theme of the night. Huge trip here for Colgate, and they draw a foul. Cox again has been the best player. Woodward to Cox, who's been their leader in every way. Woodward open in the lane against Lampkin for the tie. Woodward about Bell to take over. Into Lampkin, he's got it. Louis Jacques for the lead. Halfway down, loose ball to Davis, and he's bumped. A foul knocks around the Woodward screen against Lampkin for the tie. No, big board inside Davis, and he's fouled. Court ahead, Louis Jacques stumbles, and the Orange can finally